Yo, magic. This one goes out to all my fellow authors and writers out there who love fantasy, and the fantasy readers who want to tune in. Magic is basically a staple of the genre. Of course, any rule can be broken, but for the most part, the very thing that makes the story fantastical is the magical aspect. Otherwise, the rest of the world has to be seemingly absurd in another way. So that would imply that magic is the easy way out, right? Nope. There are different ways to handle magic. First up is a soft magic system. It's so fluffy. Okay, it's not that fluffy, but it's comparatively very different. These rules are loose. You know the magic is there. It's obvious. We just walked by a wizard who was flying on a lamppost. If this place isn't magical, we must have eaten something really fermented. But that's an example. What do we really know about the wizard? He flies on lampposts. That's unique, but it doesn't explain much. It tells us exactly that there is magic in the world. We don't know the full extent. We can't be sure if he can also fly on brooms, or if he can fly without anything at all. An example I saw for soft magic is The Lord of the Rings. Time isn't being spent walking you through what each group can do. There are some who are just known to be really powerful. And if they do something amazing, you just kind of accept that it's because they're cool. I'm actually a bit torn on this style. On one hand, I think it can be nice because you aren't spending too much time talking about everything. I had a video a little while back about exposition and how it can be great and should be used well. But at the same time, do you really want an entire chapter that's just detailing what a character can do? Maybe you do. Or maybe that will bore you to tears. A soft magic system can still give you the information you need to know while cutting out the extra that might otherwise be like filler. On the other hand, it can also cause some problems if it makes the world feel too unclear. You've got mages, sorcerers, and witches trying to say that each group has their own special type of magic, and nobody knows what that means. This will probably be a really frustrating time to use a soft magic system, since the similarities between magic users are too close to not explicitly say what sets them apart from each other. On that topic, it can also be an issue if loose magic rules are used as a deus ex machina. What do you mean that this character should be dead? They can resurrect! I never told you that? Oh, well, trust me, it's a power they've always had. No, don't check, I just said trust me. So long story short on that, I think soft magic systems can be fine, but maybe use discretion, and I definitely suggest not using this as an excuse to solve the problem fast. Then we have hard magic systems. This is how some people who are new to the genre can be intimidated. Hard isn't complicated, right? Well, yes and no. The way that I see it, these hard systems can be a bit more work for the author because now we have to figure out exactly what these characters can do. We know that the orcs can only shoot lightning when it's a full moon, and when they've got full bellies. Similarly, it can be a bit more for the readers since they're given additional information to process. Contrarily again, though, it can also make things more clear. Authors won't even have the temptation to use a quick way out because the rules have already been set in place. For all of you out there who love writing action scenes, this provides clear guidance. An example of this would be Avatar: The Last Airbender. You know that waterbenders can heal or attack with water, firebenders can shoot flames and lightning, and so forth. You wouldn't expect an earthbender to start shooting fire everywhere unless that's really the Avatar. This is why it potentially could be easier for the readers too. Yes, there's a learning period to grasp who can do what, and this might slow down the pace a bit at first. But ultimately, I think this kind of system can actually be great. Readers can feel validated when they've gotten to learn about a world and actually understand it. These rules can be complex to create and learn, but I like how it feels when it's done and you're able to understand it and keep going. From a writing standpoint, I generally prefer hard magic systems. That's what I did with my debut trilogy, Changing Waters. Readers learned there were spells, potions, and 4 types of combat sorcery. The spells themselves are a little looser, but for the most part these rules are how the world operates. This is also what I want to do with the new fantasy I'm working on for October 2028. This one's a horror fantasy. There are mythological creatures and figures from 17 different cultures. So I had the option between creating hard rules for the magic, or just confusing the mess out of readers and myself. Since I like to avoid that whenever possible, I hope that this will prevent the issue. No spoilers though, so you'll just have to stay tuned as we get closer to 2028. Some other books that are out now that I've read, which have these types of systems, are Sisters of Vipers, that has a more soft magic system feel to it with how magic can be done by different beings like the various demons in the world. Residual Hate, which leans towards a hard magic system for its cast of mages. And The Night Shift, which almost seems somewhere in the middle at this point in the series, since we get to follow heroes who are still learning about how magic works. All of these deserve way more love, so I hope you check them out. But that should be all for now. I hope you enjoyed and will have fun looking at different magic systems more closely now, if you haven't already been doing that. Feel free to share what type is your favorite, or that you love both if you can't pick. I also hope you'll like and subscribe for more videos like this. I'll see you next time.